The Tot families are on their way in. You're going to hear them singing. We'll join them in singing Bim Bam in just a moment. They're coming up the stairs. Can you hear them? Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim, 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 bam. Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim, 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. I'm Rabbi Locketts, if we haven't had the chance to meet yet, and that was Rabbi Crimmings playing the guitar. And sitting on the bima over here is Dick McNeil, who is a member of our executive committee. He represents our congregation on the pulpit tonight. And before we were singing with the guitar, Amelia Flagel was playing piano, and we're grateful to her for her beautiful music, and she'll be playing for us in a little bit. Let's take a moment and introduce ourselves to each other. Say Shabbat Shalom. Make sure you know the people sitting around you. And of course, as always, if you want to move forward, now would be a good time to do that. If you'd like to, you can take out your Mishkan Tefillah prayer book, the thinner of the two blue prayer books, and turn to page 10. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam. I'm going to invite Pam and Bob Kaufman to the bima to help us with the blessings over Shabbat.
What? These are not good enough? Oh.
Like wine, Shabbat is sweet. We lift this cup to celebrate the love of family, and the joy of living.
No, we're doing something wrong, aren't we? Huh? Oh.
Doing it wrong.
Oh. Well, no one told us. Okay.
God began the world by saying, "Let there be light." We begin Shabbat with candlelight saying, Baruch atah Adonai.
God finished creating the world by making Shabbat a holy day. We make Shabbat a holy day for ourselves.
May the warm glow of these candles remind us of God's light, and may this Shabbat be a special holy time for us.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Now we flip over, right? Okay.
Like wine, Shabbat is sweet. We lift this cup to celebrate the love of family and the joy of living.
We sing the Kiddush and taste the wine to remind us that Shabbat is a day of sweetness and love. We praise you, eternal our God, creator of the fruit of the vine. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pori hagafen. L'chaim.
L'chaim.
Thank you. Thank you. You want this back? Okay. Leave that.
We're going to turn now in our prayer books to page 20 and sing together Lecha Dodi.
Likrat kala, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabla, nekabla. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabla, nekabla. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, u'mevorach. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, u'mevorach. Lecha dodi. Likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabla, nekabla.
Now that we have warmed up our voices in welcoming Shabbat, we are going to tell God that we're ready to pray, and we are going to do that with the Baruch Hu. So we can turn in our prayer books to page 28 and rise.
Yai, lai, 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 lai. Yai, lai, 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 lai. Yai, lai, 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 lai. Yai, lai, 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 lai. Yai, lai, 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 lai. Baruch Hu et Adonai
are going to turn in our prayer books to page 34, and we are going to recite the words of Shema. And when we say Shema with all of our young people here, we do so with special hand motions that help us learn what the prayer means. So even if you are not a tot, you can still do the hand motions with us to help all of our young people here remember what the words of the Shema mean. So you can follow us or look at one of our young people for help.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever. We're going to ask the Tot Shabbat folks now to come carefully past the candles and follow Rabbi Crimmings. We're going to sing Bim Bam as you guys head back downstairs for the rest of your program and dinner. It's nice to see all of you. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. All right. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. We are going to turn in our prayer books to page 36 and continue with V'ahavta. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha Vishinantam levanecha, vidibarta bam, beshiftecha beveitecha, uvlechtecha vaderech, uvshochbecha uvkumecha, ukshartam liot al yadecha, vehayu letotafot beineinecha, uchtavtam, amizuzot beitecha uvisharecha, Leman tizkeru vasitem et kol mitzvotai v'item kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher chotzeiti etchem meretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelohim ani Adonai Elohechem. We turn to page 39 and continue reading responsively. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. No ratehilot o sefele, no ratehilot o sefele. Malchutecha ra'uvanecha bokei ayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam ze'lianu ve'amru Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed. V'ne'emar kifada Adonai et Yaakov u'galo miyad chazak mimenu Baruch ata Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. Turn to page 43. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Together, Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. We continue on page 44, singing Vishamru at the top of the page. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Beni uvein b'nei Yisrael oti leolam, oti leolam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi, shavat vayinafash, shavat vayinafash. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. We turn now to page 46 for the tefillah. Please rise. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agit tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol V'Zocher Chastei Avot V'Imahot Umevi Geula Livnei V'Nehem L'Man Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Avraham Vezrat Sarah Ata Gibor Leolam Adonai Mechaye HaKol Ata Rav Lehoshia Morid Hatal Mechakel Chaim Bechesed Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim Somech Noflim Virofei Cholim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Micha Mocha Bal Givurot Umido Melach Melech Memit Umechaye Umatzmiach Yeshua V'nemanata L'Hachayot HaKol Baruch Atah Adonai Mechaye HaKol Ata Kadosh V'Shimcha Kadosh U'Kadoshim B'chol Yom Yalucha Sela Baruch Atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. You may take your seats. We take a few moments now in silent prayer, using the words you find in your hearts or the words you find on the pages that follow. And in particular, I draw your attention to page 62 and 63. Turn back to page 60 to the words of Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech Et Amcha Yisrael Bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam Tasim Leolam Tasim Leolam. We have come to Seder Kriyat Torah, the service for the reading of the Torah, so we turn to page 249 in our prayer books. Please rise. Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Ha'olam Omein. Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Ha'olam Omein. Al HaTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Al HaTorah al gemilut chasadim. Lecha Adonai hagidula v'hagivura v'hatiferet. All V'chol erosh. Torah portion, which I'm going to read just a few verses of in a moment, comes from Tazria Mitzorah. It's a double portion this year. So we read Tazria Mitzorah together, which, frankly, a lot of people appreciate because it gets us through Leviticus a little faster with these double portions, because this is just a very difficult part of the Torah. In fact, this week's Torah portion is primarily made up of rules about purity and impurity that come from childbirth, that come from all sorts of things that we can't really identify in the portion. And I'll tell you that Rashi's grandson, a man named Rashbam, who lived over about 1,000 years ago, he was 12th century, he lived in France. His commentary in this Torah portion says, we have nothing besides the straightforward sense of the text brought to us by the sages of old. In other words, even 1,000 years ago, the rabbis were saying, I'm not really sure what we're supposed to understand from this portion about how we live our lives today. So we have that framing it for us. And then we have Ibn Ezra, who points out that usually whenever there is something that's going to befall the people in the story, it starts out by saying, an Israelite, or, "O Israel, this is going to happen to you." But we have in the very second sentence of what I'm going to read, it says, Adam, when these things befall a man. In other words, as Ibn Ezra understood, also in the 12th century in Italy, that whatever's being described here in this text could happen to anybody. And Abarbanel, was it Abarbanel? I think it was Abarbanel. Yeah, Abarbanel, who lived in the 15th century in Spain, he didn't really have any commentary on this Torah portion. He simply had questions. He said, why is it that a priest is being called upon to identify, priest being the Kohanim, why were they being called to identify what's going on with these rashes that are appearing on the people, and that the priest should be declaring somebody pure or impure? Rather, Abarbanel in the 15th century was suggesting that maybe a medical professional should have been called in, because we're talking about leprous, scaly affections on the body. So I think that there are two things that we can understand from it. First of all, we can understand that as confusing as these texts are for us today, trying to figure out why it is that they remained part of our tradition for all of these thousands of years, this has been a peculiar set of texts for people going all the way back. And that everybody, every generation has had to try and figure out how we can bring light from this set of texts into the world today. Which leaves me to just one glimmer that I think comes from it. Over and over again, you'll hear that the priest, the Kohen, Aaron, and his sons have to come close to the person who is afflicted with this rash or this disease and look very closely at their skin and say, okay, it's cleared up or it isn't cleared up. And what I was taught was that this is at least a sign that instead of just throwing these people out and saying you have to leave the camp for fear that whatever you have is going to spread to the rest of us, the head of the community is brought close to these people, brought forward to them and said, okay, come real close to me and let me take a look. And so perhaps, even if there's nothing medical really going on here, there is the bringing of closeness before, of course, these people have to be put in isolation so that the rash can go away. And the last thing I would say, though, is that when you look real closely at the Hebrew, when it says the priest then declares it impure and isolates it, it doesn't say he's isolating the person. It says he's isolating the rash. Now, of course, you can't isolate the rash without isolating the person. But there does seem to be an understanding here that these people who are afflicted with whatever they're being afflicted with can't just be cast out. They have to be cared for. And to me, that's the light that comes from this portion. So if you'd like to follow along, you can turn to page 831 in the Torah commentary. 831. And I'm going to call on anyone present who is so moved to join me in the blessing over Torah, which you can find in the prayer book on page 250. Join together. Baruch hu et Adonai hamvorach. Baruch Adonai hamvorach leolam vaed. Baruch Adonai hamvorach leolam vaed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah. Vayidaber Adonai el Moshe ve'el Aharon lemor. And God said to Moses and to Aaron, saying, Adam, remember I said Adam before that indicates this could be anybody. Adam ki yihiyeh ba'or b'saro se'et o sapachat o baheret v'haya ba'or b'saro lenega tzara'at. When a man is afflicted on the skin of his flesh with a swelling or a rash or a discoloration, and it becomes it becomes an affliction on his skin, It is tzara'at. V'chuva el Aharon hakohen, and it needs to be brought to the attention of Aaron the Kohen. O el echad mibanav hakohanim, or to one of the sons of the Kohanim. V'ra'ah hakohen et hanega ba'or habasar v'sa'ar benega hafach lavan umora hanega amok me'or besaro nega tzara'at hu. And when the Kohen sees it, and it is a rash in the skin of his flesh, and if in the rash there is a hair that turns white, and that the rash appears to be deep beneath the skin, it is tzara'at. Ra'ahu hakohen v'tim e oto, and the Kohen, after he sees it, declares it impure. Ve'im beheret livana, and if in the white discoloration, hu be'or besaro ba'amok ein, and if it's not deep in the skin, mar'eha min ha'or, us ara lo hafach lavan, and if the hair that is in it is not white, v'hizgir hakohen et hanega shiv'at yamim, he must sequester the affection for 7 days. V'ra'ahu hakohen b'yom hashvi'i, and when he comes and sees it on the 7th day, v'hine hanega amad be'enav lo fasa, and that the nega, the affliction has not spread. V'hanega ba'or, it hasn't spread on the skin. V'hizgiro hakohen shivat yamim shenit, he will sequester it for another 7 days, a second 7 days. V'ra'ah hakohen oto b'yom hashvi'i hashenit, and when he sees him on the second 7th day, v'hine keha hanega v'lo paso v'lo paso hanega v'lo fasha hanega ba'or v'tit haro, and he declares it hasn't spread, and he declares it pure. V'kohen the Kohen declares it pure. Mispachat hu, it is a rash. V'kibes begadav v'tahar, and he washes his clothing, and he is pure. As you recall, what Rashbam says, we really have nothing to say other than the straightforward meaning of the text. We have to try to understand it in different ways, which is why we think of the priest coming close and declaring it pure, impure. Do the blessing together after the reading. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chaye olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. And so we recall from the Torah portion that it's important for us to come close to those who are afflicted. And so it's appropriate that it's at this time that we do a Misha Beirach, a blessing for those who are ill, but those who, rather than be cast out to deal with their illness on their own, we, like the priests of old, have to come close and we have to care for them. And so we think of them on this list, and I ask you to be like the Kohanim and go to them in the days ahead. Jim Jensen, Jim Levitas, Bonnie Schlegel, Alvin Bediner, Felicia Nussbaum, Eileen Pachersky, Cesare Astadagos, Taylor Boyle, Mary Sue Kern, Zipporah, Teddy Aronson, Rhonda Garvis, Tammy Zuckman, Dina, Olivia Nord, Jennifer Nord, Lee Mannheimer, Sue Weber, Nick Swenson, Linda Pinsky Griffiths, Ellen Greenberg, Richard Smith, Megan Dixon, Miriam Spillman, Ruth Weinblatt, Jim Landy, Linda Lindholm, Mark Van Noot, Rabbi Lynn Landsberg, Ted Richter, Sigmund Stern, Sylvia Topper, Emily Lazier, Shirley Thomas, John Trachtenberg, Cantor Sarah Lipset Allison, Liz Leiter, Naomi Reyna, Lenny Leader, Beverly Stern. And we pray for the well-being of Nadav Vinish, who is serving in the IDF, and of Matthew Keeley, who is serving the United States and Afghanistan. If there are others to include in our Misha Berach, I invite you to add their names when I look your way. Baruch atah Adonai, Rofei HaChalim. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, who heals the sick. Misha Berach prayer is in our prayer book on page 253. Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misha Berach imotenu mikor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We turn back to page 252 for Vizot HaTorah, and then when we lift the Torah, we'll turn ahead to page 256 for Eitz Chaim. Please rise. Vizot HaTorah, Vizot HaTorah, Asher Sam Moshe Lifnei Bnei Yisrael, Al Pi Adonai, Al Pi Adonai, Al Pi Adonai, Al Pi Adonai, Beyad Moshe. Page 256. Eitz Chaim hi lemachazikim ba v'tomechecha meushar. דרכי נועם וכל נתיבותיך שלום. השיבנו אדוני אליך ונשובה חדש חדש ימינו חדש ימינו כקדם. We turn to Aleinu on page 282 in the prayer book. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חוקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. The light of life is a finite flame. Like the Shabbat candles, life is kindled, it burns, it glows, it is radiant with warmth and beauty, but soon it fades and its substance is consumed and it is no more. In light we see, in light we are seen. The flames dance and our life burns down in gutters. We slowly fade to the darkness. Us can never die. We move life as we prepare to join in the words of Mortar's Kaddish, Kaddish Yatom. We think of those who have died in recent days, whose Shloshim we are observing. Frank Seimer, Rick Kessler, Ray Cooper, Marilyn Blacker Sussman, Karen Leff, Israel Sonny Mervis, Tiffany Liban, Dick Salzer, Mel Lebowitz, Harold Devine, Esther Schaffner, Corrine Zala. And reverently we recall those whose yahrzeits occur at this time. Bernard Abzug, Walter Engrist, Eileen Copenhagen, Eileen Eisenstadt, Sala Engel, Edna Engelson, Wilfred Engler, Toby Fagan, Irving Fisher, Florence Friedman, Florence Freudenberg, Sammy Gallup, Norman Goldetsky, Sandra Goldstein, Nancy Jane Gordon, Jean Hollis, Jack Eisenberg, Ed Johnson, Sally Kamens, Ida Kaner, Perry Kiefer, Herbert Louis Klebanow, Orestina Kuras, Florence Kvam, Joseph Lisselgursky, Ethel Locketts, Gerald Mayer, Joseph Morris, Gregory Ostrovsky, Marion Pollock, Kurt Pollock, Diane Prohofsky, Rosalind Shapiro, Irving Wachtel, Geraldine Wexler, Charles Wolfe, Paul Zalaski. We think too of the millions of our people who perished in the Holocaust, many of whom have no one but us to say Kaddish for them today. If there are others whom you honor with the words of Kaddish Yatom, please share their names when I look your way. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be for a blessing. Page 294. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shmei rabbah, bi'alma divrach yirutei bi'amlich malchutei, b'chayachon v'yomechon, v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agalau v'izman kariv v'imru, amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam omei omaya, Yit barach v'ishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudusha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata damiran b'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom bimromav Hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, Hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, Ve'imeru, amen. We will join together tomorrow morning, promptly at 10 o'clock, right at 10 for our Shabbat morning minyan. We'll have an informal service with some singing and discussion and more Torah learning. And as we go out into Shabbat, we leave each other with singing Adon Olam, which is on page 321. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Li'ed Nasa B'chefso Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Be'acharei Kichlot HaKol Levado Yimloch Nora Vehu Haya Vehu Ove Vehu Yeh Betifara Vehu Echad Ve'en Sheni Leham Shilo Lehachbira Beli Reshit Beli Tachlit Velo Haoz Vehamisra Vehu Eli Vechai Goali Vitzur Chevli Bietzara Vehu Nisi Umanos Li Menat Kosi Beyom Ekra Beyado Afkid Ruchi Bietishan Be'aira Ve'im Ruchi Geviati Adonai Li Velo Ira. Shabbat Shalom.